Hello, 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 hello.
I love the chase and the hunt, and I set the pace when I'm running. I always take what I want and I always give it 100. Don't need a bank, no I'm funded. Play the game like it's nothing. I'm always thankful for something. Don't take for granted, stay humble. Now wake up! It's time to look at the enemy. Look in the mirror if he is no friend to me. It's not working out, maybe it's the chemistry. It's time to break up so I can make a better me. Better believe in your mind, cause it's everything. You can mold, shape, find almost anything. All it takes is some time and some clarity to find your identity. It's mind over everything. And when I feel like this, I'm immortal. 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 Don't stop, just give me up, don't I'm so gone, no I'm never turning back. I won't stop, I'ma fight until there's nothing left. It's so on, you're gonna be hurting bad. Cause I've been to hell and back. You don't wanna make me mad, I stay strong, you will never see me crack. And if you get in my way, you're gonna feel the wrath. Gotta say it to my face while he's looking back. Mirror breaks after math, when I hate I attack. And when I feel like this, I'm immortal. 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 Don't stop, just give me up, don't stop. I'm so gone, no I'm never turning back. I won't stop, I'ma fight until there's nothing left. It's so on, you're gonna be hurting bad. Cause I've been to hell and back. You don't wanna make me mad, I stay strong, you will never see me crack. And if you get in my way, you're gonna feel the wrath. Gotta say it to my face while he's looking back. Mirror breaks after math, when I hate I attack. And when I feel like this, I'm immortal. 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 Don't stop, just give me up, don't stop. to my face while he's looking back. Mirror breaks after math. When I hate, I attack. And when I feel like this, I'm immortal. 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 Don't be scared. Just give me up. Don't be scared.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome in to this wonderful edition of Sunday Smack Talk. How's everybody doing? Week 4 is upon us. We've got one game that's already kicked off. We've got another game that's going on right now. I keep kind of sneaking over there. I'm looking at it right there. Keeping my eyes on it. You know, you don't know what's going on over there. It's an interesting game. How y'all doing? How y'all doing? Man, tell you what, I turned on the Disney broadcast for a little while. Can't do it. Can't do it. Not for me. Not for me. It was an interesting setup that they have. The claw putting the ball down. And all that. I can't do it. I was like, no, I don't know. I mean, it's probably great for kids. We'll get kids excited for it. Wonderful. I mean, it's a neat technology. I think it is. You know, I thought the tech side of it was pretty cool. Pretty cool. But they got some bugs to work out, and you know, they got to get the synergy working again. And then Calvin really scores a touchdown, and they show Kristen Kirk scoring a touchdown. So production issues all across the board. Need some more coffee over there. Obviously, it's early here for us. So it's interesting to see. Like, I wonder, is that the production crew that's actually in London, or is that a team here in California that had to like get up at 2:00 in the morning? You know. What's going on there? How you doing, Jairus? Got to start 2 out of 4. You got Godwin, Kelly, A-Chain, or Dell? That's an interesting question. Dell's been getting a lot of good work. I'd love to say Godwin because we're a Bucks homer, but objectively, I'd probably go A-Chain and Dell if I really had to. I just don't trust Baker Mayfield at all. And then, the Chargers are just the Chargers, man. Like, who knows what's going to happen there? Who knows who's getting the rock? They like to throw it a lot, and, Austin Eckler would receive a lot. I don't know. Kelly's like an okay play, but I'm on the A-Chain or A-Chain bandwagon. I think he's going to do well, and he's also got increased workload, they said. Hey, he rushed for 200 yards. We might as well get you the rock some more, obviously. So I think he's going to get a good amount of snaps. And then I think Dell's been really good out there in Houston. And Houston might always be down. Although, I mean, they played well against the Jags last week. So have Lawrence and Kirk. Hopefully you build a nice lead. Yeah, I mean, they're getting going. Still in the first quarter. But, yeah, they look like they got connected. I think there's at least 2 catches so far. And Lawrence obviously has a touchdown. So, you got options. You got options, that's for sure. It's going to be interesting to see how they finish the game. I figured Ridley would have a pretty big day, so that bodes well for Lawrence. So that's what I would stick with. That's what I would do. That's where my head immediately runs over towards as we take a look at the 9:30 a.m. Eastern game. It's pretty crazy that this game was going on in the Toy Story broadcast, right? That's pretty nuts. But I do like one game at a time. That's kind of nice. You get one game to focus on. You can watch all the plays. Even if it is Atlanta right now, I'll get over it. But I do like it. I do like that. I probably need to straighten this out, don't I? My hat looks all crooked. Looks real bad. Probably even worse now. Let's find out. No, that's better. Gotta go even more. Yeah, there we go. I gotta remember where this thing's centered at or not. It loves to go off the centering of my head. Anyway. Oh boy. Well, what are we talking about today? We got to talk a little bit about daily fantasy. We got some picks. Shout out to this crew who made more than $2,000 last week off Underdog and Sleeper. So Sleeper and Underdog, they've been put on notice. All right, they've been put on notice. All right. We're starting to take them for some money. We're gonna figure this out. We're gonna get better at it each and every week. I personally did not hit last week. Week 2 was much better for me. Last week, not so great. I think I ended up being down quite a bit, in comparison to where we started. Again, we'll get it figured out. We're going to get the ship right. We're going to get it figured out. Hey, there's Vin. How we doing? I'm just going to call you Auto Drafter Vin. Now, that's what we're going to do. Call you Auto Drafting Vin from now on. How you doing, Vin? How you doing, Auto Drafter? Hopefully you're having a wonderful Sunday morning. I forgot it's already Sunday. Like, this is crazy. Yeah, obviously. Let's see what else we got going on here. Let's see. Dig right into it. We're going to jump right into building some lineups here that we like. Let's just double check DraftKings because we did get into quite a bit last week. Oh, we're still working with a little bit. We're all right. We got a little bit of cashola. Got a little bit of cash sitting in there. We'll be able to make it work. We'll be able to play a bunch of games here. So, all right, we got the 12 o'clock game, or the 1 o'clock and 4 o'clock game slate, which we love. Do I like any stacks out there? Do I like Herbert stack? I don't know. Do I like a Cousins stack? Kind of like Cousins Jefferson stack, but that's a lot of money right there. Woo! Aiden O'Connell, high value. Feels like we need an Aiden O'Connell, Devontae Adams stack, right? Feels like we could use an Aiden O'Connell, Devontae Adams stack. Where's Adams at? Adams doesn't want to show up here? With Jimmy G out, so you start the Ricky O'Connell or just go with Tannehill and HH Superflex. Wow. Killer, that is an interesting question. Thank you for asking that question. I can't trust Tannehill at all, man. I can tell you I'm about ready to stack O'Connell in in some daily lineups. So I'm going with O'Connell. I think I've gotten, I don't know, a lot of people seem to think he might be okay. He might be doing all right. I think you got to try him because Tannehill hasn't shown you any reason to actually play him at all. And I don't mean that in any sort of way other than objectively, like not good at football this year. That's an interesting question. I think I got to go with O'Connell. I have to. But yeah, and I also like A-Chain a lot. A-Chain, I'm sorry, however you pronounce that name, I'm sorry. I've heard it like 10 different times this week to that player. But yeah, I like A-Chain a lot. I like him a lot. What's this pass? Is that a pass? That's a terrible pass. What are they doing? A terrible pass. T-Law, that was awful. What are you doing? Is that fourth down? Oof. But hey, you can't take the sack, right? You can't take the sack. Yeah, I go with O'Connell. I'm about ready to stack O'Connell and Adams here. Where's Adams at? Adams is at 8K. I don't really care. Let me see what the lineup looks like. Let me see the best 3 lineups with O'Connell and Devontae Adams. That's an interesting lineup. Managed to get Christian McCaffrey and Justin Jefferson slammed into this lineup. That's crazy. Well, it's because our quarterback costs nothing. That's why our quarterback is so cheap. And we got Kelly in here too. Jairus, look at that. Yeah, look at that. We got Joshua Kelly in here too. That's interesting. 2 Chargers and a Viking. That game is probably going to be 100 points scored, maybe. Oh no, they played last week. Who did the Vikings play this week? That's right. They play the Raiders and multiple Raiders. Sorry, 2 Raiders, 2 Chargers. That's right. And then the Vikings play Carolina. It's right in front of my face. If I could just read, if I could just read it, right, chat? It's like, it's that simple. It's right on the screen. It's easy. Easy peasy. Josh Downs. A lot of rookies in here. Aiden O'Connell, Josh Downs. I don't love or hate this lineup, but I don't really particularly love it. I mean, this is like the same lineup over and over again. What's the difference here? The tight ends? Yeah, I'm not playing the tight end from Tennessee. Just said don't trust Tannehill. Can't trust Tannehill. Not doing it. That guy, man, think they're going to lose? They win. Think they're going to win? They lose. Like, it's just, I can't trust him at all. I don't trust the quarterback at all. No. If I pause every once in a while, it's because I'm waiting for a Desmond Ridder to throw an interception. We'll get to why that's very important for me here in a second, but it looked like he almost had almost. That's all right. That's okay. I don't know that I'm. You know what? Jake Ferguson. See, we're heavily relying on the Chargers here, which I'm not a big fan of. Not a big fan of. So, not a big fan of this. I'm not enjoying it. We are heavily reliant on the Chargers Vegas game being super high scoring between both teams. I mean, I tell you what. Let's just build one lineup, and this hits Aiden O'Connell, Kelly, Ferguson, Josh Downs. This is it, right? Yeah, this is it. Projections maybe changed a touch. Why not? We're going to use it on DraftKings. Here we go. There it is. We're going to use that one. And then let's see what else we like. Who else do we like as a stack? I guess we could stack Palmer and Herbert. We could definitely do that, right? They got a connection. Let's clear all the filters here. Cancel. Home. Oh, customizations. This is what we want. So clear the 2 locked players. Remove. Home. We want to lock Herbert. And then we want to lock Palmer. And let's build a lineup. Let's see what this looks like. So we got Herbert at QB, McCaffrey still. Rashad White. I don't love that play. Not a big fan, folks. Not a big fan. You're right. Exactly. I don't know. I'm just going to say it like 100 times. Like I'm going to say it 1,000 times. How about that? Keep repeating myself because that's what broadcasting is about. Deep shot to Drake London. Double covered. You know, that would have been a great time for an interception, but a lot of time left. A lot of game left. I got basically 3 whole quarters. Man, Jacksonville's getting the hand on the football a lot. Their defense is getting the hand on the football a lot today. That's awesome. We love it. What do we like here? So this is the Vegas defense. I don't like playing the Vegas defense against when you're starting the. You know, you're running a QB stat. Yeah, a lot of game left. Yeah. What are you saying, Vin? Here? What are you saying? Are you trolling me? What? I got a troll here? Oh my God! What a sack! Love it. That Josh Allen. Love it. Very sorry. I wish I had rights to show you what I was seeing, but man, Desmond Ridder just took like a 15-yard sack. It feels like. Let's see. That's 5. Let's see if we can count it real quick. Let's see. 5. 10, 15, 16 maybe. 16-yard sack. Woo, I was right. Look at that. All right. Do we like this? We're still on Jefferson. See, we got to play Thielen. Rashad White. Again, don't like it. Maybe this is his breakout game, right? Maybe this is the breakout game. Maybe we'll see. Maybe it's the breakout game. Right, Vin? Isn't that right, Auto Drafter? Isn't that right? Maybe it's the breakout game. All right, now let's go ahead and clear these up. Stop using these. Lock these. Remove. And let's take some non-stacks. So Joe Burrow, they got at a decent value against Tennessee too. That's if his legs can hold up. I don't trust it at all. Well, I don't like any of the other QB matchups. Hate them all, actually. Really dislike most of these. You know what? In Brock we trust. Auto Drafter, right? In Brock we trust. Let's try it. Give me the best lineup centered around Brock Purdy. Not great. Let's exclude Christian McCaffrey, right? And let's try again. So down to 126. Also not great. But not terrible. Worth a flyer. I don't mind Pollard against New England. I don't know if he's going to get 18 points. That seems out of this world. Yo, Andrew on Facebook. If I still did daily, I'd probably look at Connor. He's been pretty good. You'd look at James Conner? You'd look at James Conner for the Arizona Cardinals. James Conner, Arizona Cardinals. Okay, Andrew, I'm going to help you out right now. He's going against the San Francisco 49ers. I am staying so far away from James Conner today, I benched him in my leagues. Yeah, can't have it. Can't have that guy, dude. What are you doing, bro? Stats, man, been good. Yeah, stats have been great, but they haven't played the 49ers. Like, I get it. Like, they played some they played some teams that are struggling, right? They played some teams that are struggling. And a very, 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 very overrated team. Like so far overrated, they might as well have been called the New Orleans Saints. Like, that's who they were. That's who they played last week. Very overrated. Very overrated. First 2 weeks, they had some teams that struggled, right? Some struggling teams, but that's all right. It's all right. You know, Arizona's playing, they're playing hard. They're playing tough. They get a reality check this week. Do they still put the? Oh, they don't put them on here. Let's check it out real quick. 425. If I look at this game, they don't have the betting line in here? Of course they don't. They don't have the favorites and everything else. Last I saw, it was a 14-point favorite, which I believe San Francisco is going to get out to a 21-0 lead very early on. That's why we're starting Brock Purdy. We're gonna see. And I just don't think Connor's going to have a ton. Like, he may get some receiving yards or whatever out of that. I just think they're going to throw it a lot. I think they're going to throw it a lot. Oh no. Oh, was that a fumble? Oh, Evan Ingram getting back on the ball. Look at that. That was almost disastrous for the Jacksonville Jaguars. Almost disastrous for the old Jaguars. Jaguars are up 10-0. 10-0 in the second quarter. 10-0 feels like an insurmountable lead against the Falcons. Like, the Falcons don't really come back in games. Like, they got to be in the game so they can do their running. I mean, they're going to run it anyway. They stick to their guns. More power to them. But yeah, it feels like that's an insurmountable lead. We're going to give this one a shot. We're going to call this one B. Let's see what else we got here. And we're gonna stick to the low entry games, I think, today too. With probably 4 total lineups. Let's go back to the customizations. Let's hit off the excluded player, kick off the locked player. Let's think about who else we think is going to have a good day. Dolphins and Bills. That's an interesting game. I don't know if I'm going to stick with it, but I do like A-Chain, and I'm going to stick with him. I know he's got a tough matchup here. We're going to lock that in. Let's take a look at a tight end lock. Who do we like at tight end? Not a lot of value out here today. Not a ton of value. So you got, looks like Andrews is a high-cost tight end. Yeah, so you got Kelsey playing tonight. You know, that's probably where your big dollars are. Got Hawkinson down here. I like Andrews against the Browns. I think they're going to need it, right? Browns defense playing super strong, right? I think so. I think we're going to need it. Let's see what we get. Here. Ooh, 129. Don't hate it. Also a Herbert play. Also a Palmer play. This is interesting. Feels so close to the other one. Feels so close. I'm going to go ahead and, wrong button here. Let's do this. Okay, so we're down a little bit. So this house is playing Deshaun Watson, which I'm not a big fan of, against that Ravens defense. Don't love it. Okay, I wanted to play a Burrow one anyway, because I think you never know, right? Even though he's hurt, I did want to run a Burrow. We've got a Burrow Chase stack in here with A-Chain, Andrews, got the Browns defense. Again, I like the Browns defense. Yeah, all right. We're heavy on Josh Downs today. We're heavy on Downs. I like it. I like it a lot. We're going to run it. All right, let's load up these lineups in here. Oh, I was right there, wasn't I? Upload lineups. Upload CSV. Upload CSV. And upload CSV. Boom, there it is. All right. Oh, sorry, trying to get the old neck to crack. Leaked? I don't know what that means. I'm not sure what that means. What's leaked? What the hell does that mean, dude? Leaked my CSV files? The hell does that mean, Vin? What's leaked? What's leaked? Your fantasy football roster? Ba-doom-tsh. Currently winning 0. Absolutely nothing. Oh, that was an interesting move. It looked like they were lining up for maybe to do the old tush push. But nope. Oh, deep drop. Oh, he didn't get there. Lawrence did not get there. All right, let's see what we got. I got to load a lineup first, don't I? Do. All right, so we're going to load. We went backwards to front, so let's start with Aiden O'Connell right here. Load that lineup. Let's see what we got. Love a bunch of head-to-heads. Going to enter a bunch of head-to-heads. We're going to cap it at $5. There we go. Head-to-heads. We get it. What are you doing? Refresh. Okay, thank you. These are a bunch of dollar head-to-heads to win 90 cents. Leak that I'm going to lose. Bro, who's losing, bro? Who's losing? Who's losing? What are we talking about here? I'm hitting the buttons too fast. I get it. There's got to be a better way to like bulk enter. Bulk entry is coming soon for head-to-head contests. Okay. All right, cool. Rock and roll. This is what I've been looking for. I've been looking for this. I've been trying to figure out how do we do this, right? Let me enter in like, 10 at a time, right? Just give me a bunch of these. Give me a bunch of these. So then let's duplicate this tab. Let's go to, I'm in 11 entries so far. Lineups. And then let's go to entries and we can see that we're in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, $1 ones and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 $2 ones. So let's get into one more $2, and then now we're in 12 contests right here. So 12 contests. Why does it say, here we go, my entry is 12. Perfect. 6 and 6. Gotta love it. All right, cool. Then let's go ahead and load another lineup here. Let's do that. Let's load this one here. We're gonna hit join. This is the Herbert Palmer stack with Rashad White and Chris McCaffrey. Let's do that one. Load it up. Boom. Go back over here. Refresh this tab. Hopefully it's got the right contests here. Let's enter $1 and go back to lineups. Let's make sure that the cookies and everything worked appropriately. Entries. Oh, no, it didn't work. Okay, crap. So we got to do this. Load the lineup. Close that out. Go back here. So that's unfortunate. So we joined 13. We'll do the same thing. Cap me at $2, please. 1, 2. Give me an error. 3, 4. Is it not working? All right, so we have 4. This is based on the way that I want to do it. It's quite annoying. Lineups, next tab. Entries. Yeah, okay, so 2 and 2. We're in 2 and 2. All right. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. Refresh this page. So we're at 10 right now. We look at the entries. Looks like Atlanta got the ball back. They're driving. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so good. We're at 2 and 2. We're gonna go 1 and 2. It's 12. This should be 13. So let's refresh this page. Refresh this page. 13 entries. Perfect. Here we go. Then you still think I'm gonna lose now? Bunch of little dollars, right? Like, so these are just head-to-heads. Not a ton of cash. Again, 2 to win 360. So, winning 80 cents and $1.60. Little bets right here. Little bets. This is what we're trying to do. Volume plays, everybody. Volume plays. That's the idea here. Let's go ahead and join up with this one. Let's go ahead and load the lineup. Brock Purdy, we're going to do the exact same thing. We're going to go head to heads. We're going to go to, there we go. And 1, 2. 1, 2. Gonna error out, isn't it? I knew it. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. Check it out. 10. 1, 2. Hey Jacksonville, you wanna maybe get an interception here? You know, yeah, pick off old buddy there. You know, why not? Just help me out. Help me out. We'll talk about why that's important here soon. Help me out. You know, get an interception and then give it to Bigsby. Let him score TD. It'd be so great, wouldn't it be? Be so great. I'm just taking a look at what's going on here. This is neat. Just making sure I didn't see any surprise injuries, breaking news. You know, help me out. Make sure I'm not doing things too crazily. Let's go ahead and refresh this one. Okay, boom. There we go. All right, so now we got 3 head-to-heads. That's an interesting lineup. And then we're going to go ahead and load this lineup. And we're going to do the same thing, head-to-head. It's almost mindless at this point, right? Cap it at 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 3, 4. I think that's actually 6, right? 7, 8. Should be 8 entries now. Yep. 9, 10. 11, 12. 13. Let's take a look at our lineups here. 13 across the board is what it should be. 13. Beautiful. Yeah, so that barely cost us $70. That barely cost us $70 to get into all those. That's great. And now what I really like here is I'm going to go ahead and choose, I think, some of the better lineups. I want to see here. Let's see here. I was a big fan of the Aiden O'Connell one, so I think we're going to go ahead and we're going to load this lineup. We're going to get into some more things here. Oh, that's an interception. Tell me that's an interception. There's an interception. This is what I'm talking about. Jacksonville scores on defense. That's great for me across the board. Love to see that. Man, that's awesome. That's awesome. Does it stand? Is there any yellow on the field? Any yellow on the field? Let's see. Any yellow? No yellow on the field. Okay. No yellow. Looks like the interception stands. All right, 2 down, 3 to go. We're just going to take a quick sneak peek in here. Quick sneak peek right here. So we got Calvin Ridley, got a touchdown. Desmond Ridder threw an interception. 2 down, 4 to go. Now we built that big lead. We're going to have to get Tank Bigsby. Let's get Bigsby a touchdown. You know, let's get him a touchdown in London, right? You know, why not? And then after that, let's just load up feeding the ball to ETN. I realize I may have done some bad things here. And then along the way, Grady Jarrett's going to need to pick up a sack. So if we do that, this is a $25 bet that's going to hit for, I thought it was going to hit for more than 500 because these are some spicy bets, supposedly. This is supposed to hit for 2,500. That's an interesting stat that I'm not seeing appropriately here. This thing said 2,500 earlier, so don't like that it's at 500. That ain't right. Considering I had all the spiciness in there, it was supposed to be a 100x bet. We'll see. All right. Anyway, got too far ahead of ourselves. We dive too far in, but yeah, we're excited for that. Excited. So far, 2 of 3. Lot of game left to hit the rest of the 3. Let's see. All right, let's take a look at some tournaments here that we might want to enter in. So these are some, I mean, why not enter these little freebie small tournaments here? You never know, right? If this is the lineup that goes big, I mean, why not? Why would we not want to do this? So let's take a look at the multipliers here. Love this. Top 10 win $20. Love these. These are some of my favorite all time right here. These particular top 5 win 20. Yeah, I'll go a couple of them, but I love them top 10 win 20. There's a lot of players in here, a lot of players, but hey, you know, you gotta multipliers, baby, multipliers. Again, loading up on this one for sure. Really like this lineup a lot. 40x micro booster. A quarter to win $10. That seems like a no-brainer, you know, especially if we've got a good lineup, which I do think we have. I like our lineup quite a bit. Quintuple up, love it. Triple up, love it. We'll enter a couple of those bad boys too. And then let's go ahead and load up one more lineup because I really like the Aiden O'Connell lineup. And then I really liked the Brock Purdy lineup. Very interesting lineup here. Like them both. Let's go ahead and jump right in. Entries. Load the lineup here. Really liked some of these. These in the same quintuple ups here. Here we go. I think, I maxed the entries on some of these other ones. That's all right. That's okay. That's okay. There we go. All right. So this is good. This is good. We got 140 in play in DraftKings this week. Lot of chance to win decent. So let me know what y'all think of these lineups. Let me know. Let me know in the comments down below. Don't forget to hit that like button. Share the stream out. Let me know what I did right and let me know what I did wrong. Even though I know I didn't do anything wrong, other than stacking the Browns defense in basically every entry one that we went in, and watch the Ravens light them up. We'll see. We'll see. All right, let's move over here to daily fantasy, our over-under bets on Underdog. Now, for those of you that haven't joined the Discord yet, please join. Why are you not in the Discord? No idea. But do not forget that we keep track of all of these in the Discord every single week. The community posts their own bets in the Discord each week, so you can see who else is doing well. Again, right now we got a couple hot people. We also got sleeper going too. There's a sleeper chat. Second interception! Holy cow, that was nuts. Second interception. Oh no, he dropped the ball. He lost the ball. Ooh, man. All right, that was a perfect opportunity to hand one off to Tank Bigsby. Perfect opportunity. Just let the big guy run it in, you know? Let's see that. Woo, baby. Artie Smith does not look happy. Artie Smith looks very, very unhappy right now. I don't blame him. It's a tough spot to be in. Down 17-0. 4 minutes to go in the first half. It's a tough spot. Quarterback throws another pick in your own territory, deep in your own territory. Asking your defense to do way too much at this point. I mean, that's just crazy. That's a tough one, Desmond. You can't throw that ball. Can't throw that one. All right. We were rudely interrupted. So, in the Discord, not rudely, but yeah, in the Discord, you'll find all of the picks that we post. All the bets, all the over-unders that we do. Again, do a lot of these things rather than official sports gambling because of the area that I personally live in. So I don't do a ton of hey, this is really good. Keep them rushing attempts high. Eventually, we got to get Bigsby to sneak in for a TD, and then we just got to find a way to get Grady Jarrett a sack. Like that has to happen later on. We'll see. If it doesn't happen, that would suck. But if all of these things come into fruition, this would be amazing. As we see on the screen here. Again, this has a spicy bet to them. This is a 100x bet actually, so it's a $25 bet to win $2,500. We'll see. We'll see what happens there. But that's the idea. I also put earlier in the week, I had some just some free time, kind of playing around, thinking like, what can I do here? Ingram was hurt and banged up, so we need Ingram to not have 5 catches. Not looking good, not looking good, folks. This is an insured bet though, so if all 5 I get right, it's 100. I can, for $10 entry, I can get 25 back here. But we'll see what this looks like. What happens here? 129 passing attempts. Again, use odds jam here to go off what was favored, right? Like these bets were heavily favored. Like the over was heavily favored. So, anyway, they said we should be betting the lower. So I went with their recommendations and their suggestions. I'm trying to do enough of these each week. Yeah, 10. Just keep giving it the ball. We need 16.5 carries for sure. Need 17 carries. Gotta get there. Load them up. So yeah, that's the idea. Hopefully we'll find out if odds jam works for this or not. Well, we'll see. But anyway, this was one play that I did earlier. Again, in the Discord where we drop all these. Happy to share that out. It's right in there. Feel free to jump on in. Let's go ahead and let's get in here. let's start jumping in right here to pick them. We're gonna do higher lowers. I do some rivals every once in a while, but we'll see. We pick every game. We do a 5-bet parlay from every game that goes on here. Just as an FYI, is that Grady Jarrett? 90. Which is that? It's Omanya. I just saw a sack on Lawrence, man. That's unfortunate. Oh, is it Jarrett? Tell me it's Jarrett. Grady Jarrett just got a sack. Let's go. We're so close. I love when 3 of the 5 hit after the first half. I love it. Oh, hopefully 90 got in there too. Hopefully they don't drop it to half a sack. We'll see. That's absolutely nuts. That says you should hand the ball to Tank Bigsby. Oh, you can't do it. You got to kick a field goal. That's fine. That's fine. They didn't even get points. Oh, that's rough, man. Didn't even get points. 4th down, I guess it was, huh? See, I'm not paying enough attention here. Oh, false start, coming back. But I love this. This is fantastic. Let's go. So, yeah, now we just need Tank Bigsby to get in there, and then we need ETN to finish the game by getting a bunch of rushes. Woo, we're close. You never see me so excited about a Falcons game in my life. All right, let's go ahead and get back to pick 'em, and let's start picking some of these games. Oh, we got second half. We got second halves to pick. This is just too enticing for us. We can't not pick second halves right now. I don't think they have the spicies in here, do they? I don't know if they do or not. Let's find out. I don't see any of the spicy amounts that I normally see on the phone. Let's just double check. What happened? They realized that we're about to hit this 2,500, and they're like, well, let's cut this guy off. I don't think it's how that works, but who knows? Are there any more of these spicy amounts? No, there is some. So there's one for Josh Allen, right? So Josh Allen. Okay, so they don't have them on the website. They don't have the spices on the website. It's a little agitating. I'm not going to lie. It's a little agitating that they don't have the spices on the website, because I think I would prefer, I prefer them both. Here's what's going to happen, chat. We're going to end up doing more than one, and I'm just going to have to post them in the Discord after the fact. That's what's going to happen when I post them from the phone. I guess that's just what we have to do here. So here we are. All right, let's get it started. Okay, so he's got 8 current rushing yards. Tyler Algier, do we think he gets 21.5 or more? I don't know about that. Drake London's going to have to get going, right? Have to in the second half. Have to. I don't know. I can't oh man. Trevor Lawrence, this is a great question. Do we think he gets another passing touchdown? He's got 194 total. Wait, this is total yards. This is what total is going to be? Okay, I gotcha. This is an interesting way to do the second half. So, do we think any of the? I don't know if I like any of these here. Do we think that he gets 47 yards in the second half? That's a lot of yards. That's a lot of yards. Do we think Ridley hits 53? Yeah, I think so. I think that's a good bet. I definitely think that's a pretty good bet. I like that bet a lot. Do we think Kirk gets two more? Right? That's got to be what that is, right? There's no way they're projecting that he's going to get 6 catches in the second half, right? In game. These update frequently. Okay, so you better go. So you better act fast. Okay. Accept. Okay. What they do? Change these? Oh, they're changing them live. Okay. I don't hate it. We need to pick somebody from the Falcons here as well. Mac Hollins, projection refreshing. Okay. 65 yards. So this number keeps ticking up. This number ticked down a little bit. 50.5. I like that. Again, I think they're going to have to get Drake London involved, man. I really do. Although I don't love that it's at 30. I don't love that it's at 30, 38.5? That's an interesting number right there. So we're waiting on that one to refresh. And then Bigsby. Going to need Bigsby to get in there, but he's not really doing too much here. Evan Ingram, don't like that at all. Don't like that one bit. This is, and I think Algier is going to have to end up getting some rushing yards here, right? So let's go ahead. 66. I like where all these numbers are. They're moving fast though. They're moving real fast. Can I submit yet? Come on, man. All right, let's go. Let's go with this website here. Come on. Confirm. Can I lock it in? There we go. Share a picks. Oh, they're moving quickly here. Oh, deep ball. Oh my God, he just dropped another pick. He just dropped a third pick. That was to Matt Collins too. I was about ready to pick Matt Collins. Ooh, man. I know. Hey, everybody over there is like, what's going on? Oh, weekly plays. Here we go. We're getting underdog picks. Boom. There's the first one. There's the first one. All right, chat. Sorry about that. Gonna have to. Yeah, I can't believe he dropped that pick, man. That was like right in his hands too. That's tough. Ritter's tough. Oh, there's Pitts. Pitts getting involved. His over/under has to go way up. Gotta love it. Gotta love it. All right. So that's the second half of the Jacksonville Atlanta game. Let's take a look at what we got going on for the. We got Falcons. We got Browns and Baltimore. So we got Lamar Jackson, 8.5 rushing attempts. I don't know if I love that. Rushes. I mean, he's running the ball a lot. I think so. I think he's got 9 rushing attempts. I like it. I'll take it. I think I like the 6 targets for Mark Andrews for sure. I definitely think that happens. I like that a lot. There's not a lot to bet on here. What's going on? So, not a lot with the Cleveland game. I mean, I don't even have a full slip on the Cleveland game. Yeah, I don't even have a full slip on the Cleveland game, so I'm not doing that. Not doing the Cleveland game. Can we collapse all? Yeah, we can. Here we go. So, what's happening here, folks? Like, you can't even get a full slip on them. That's interesting. Miami Buffalo. Oh, you can do a lot of Miami Buffalo, it looks like. I guess they're just not sure what's going to happen with all the injuries and everything else that happens out in Baltimore. You never know, right? All right, fair caught at the 20. 58 seconds. What do you think the Jacksonville Jaguars do? Do you think they push it? Who knows? I guess we'll find out. Be nice to see Bigsby run one back. That'd be amazing. Take one just to the house from here. Who knows? I have no idea if he's even got speed. Is he the big guy? Like, is he the big bruiser guy? I don't even know. I haven't watched the Jaguars near enough to understand who they are. We'll come back to Cleveland, Baltimore, but don't like the fact that can't bet a full slip. That's frustrating. If I did, it would be this. It would be this. Man, I don't know, 25 yards after the catch, man. Is there a rivals that we could do for this game? Nah, not really. Not really. Don't like it, man. That's terrible. This is awful. That's, oof, man. Whew. Not feeling it. Not feeling it one bit. Higher or lower. Let's go back here. Shrink that bad boy up. And let's go ahead and get rid of these two. Okay. We're going to go on to the Miami Buffalo game. So this is an interesting one. Tua is on pace for like 1 trillion yards this year. 1 trillion yards this year. Hard to bet against this. I'm curious to see what exactly OddsJam has here for us. So let's take a look at Underdog. Let's take a look. So 5-man insured. We want just football. Just the NFL, please. So this is an interesting one. It's an interesting one. Apply. That's interesting. Not a lot of good value plays here. Not a lot of good value plays. So where's the search bar? Don't like that. I thought there was a different bar to search for players. I guess maybe I'm incorrect here. Tua. I wanted to see what Tua was at. Tua. So yeah, this is not going to help me at all. That's not what I want. So player search is coming soon apparently. Okay. So then stat team. Player right here. Yeah, it's right here. It's right in front of my face. That's what it is. So select all to apply. So Tua's bet for yards, passing yards. Man, that's tough. 279. Not a great play. Not a great play. So they're giving you plus odds. A lot of plus odds across the board here on the under. On the under. A lot of plus odds on the under. So I don't know. Passing yards in the over. Not a lot of good information on here. Not a lot of good information. I mean, this is a better bet. So I think I'm going to stick with the over. I think it's a higher right there for sure. Do I think Mostert gets into the end zone? That's a great question. I don't know. I don't know what that looks like. Do we think Achane? I do think Achane. Oh, Tara, that was a rough sack there for T-Law. Woo, can't take that one, man. Can't take that one. That's can't have that one. We do think he gets 9 attempts. I like the attempts here. Definitely think he gets the attempts. Tyreek to score a touchdown. I like Tyreek to score a touchdown. I do. Tyreek's been an animal. I don't know. Do I take that one or not? That's a great question. Waddle's coming back. So that's an interesting thing. Do we think Waddle has 4 first downs? Like, that's a lot of first downs. That's a lot of first downs. That's crazy. And a specific stat, right? Like a very specific stat. I think I got to stay away from it. I don't know that I love this one either. I'm not sure that I love this one. He may get a touchdown. He may not. He may get 10 targets. I don't know. Man, my hand is super itchy. All right. Congratulations. The game is going to halftime, which means I will not be paying attention to the game. We can focus on this from here on out. Because it already is 11 o'clock. And here on the East Coast, we're trying to get this thing knocked away here. I like Durham Smythe, 2 receptions. 1 target last week against Denver. Yeah, that's an interesting point. I think he might get, we got to go 3 catches. 3 catches? I don't know about that. 6.5 kicking points. It's 2 field goals and an extra point. Or 3 extra points and a field goal. Yeah. Do I think they score 3 touchdowns on him? That's an interesting question. Let's see. What else do we like better here? The defensive players I have sucked with, chat. Y'all need to hit me with some defensive tips, man. I don't know why I'm so bad at this. I think it's because you have to like line up like, okay, what's Buffalo going to try to do versus what's, the defensive scheme and things like that. Like, is that a thing? I don't know. Would probably be helpful to know all of the positions too. Like, I don't know, Javon Holland's a safety maybe? I have no idea. Christian Wilkins, I think, is a lineman. That's an interesting. So I just don't know. Chat, I don't know. Tell me out. What's one thing is we haven't seen any picks come through from Andrew. Haven't seen any of them come through from Andrew. In the Discord, been waiting on you, big dog. Where are your picks at? Man? I do have a couple picks that I need to drop into here real quick. 1 second. We got a couple picks to show off. I'm going to save that. These are not my picks, by the way. These are somebody else's picks, but that's okay. Here's Derrick Henry. Those ones. Here's this one. Mr. Auto Draft, where's your picks at? What are you picking this week? What do you got? Talk to me. This is a different one, right? Yeah, this is a different one. All right, so I got 3 picks that I'm about to put up in Discord that are not mine, that we'll review here shortly. I'm just curious. I'm looking for inspiration, looking for anything that can be helpful right now. Again, if you're not too sure what's going on, there's a Discord link right above in chat right there. Join the Discord. You'll be able to see it going on right now. Posting them in, and I'm gonna show them on stream anyway. Show them on stream. I'm going to show them on stream. There we go. So there's these three right here. Let's open up Discord. Let's get it over here. Wrong Discord. So there we go. Not my pick. So what do we got here? So this is an interesting one. I don't trust Baker at all. This person does. Hey, and they hit big last week, so, you know, maybe you stick with them. I don't know. CJ Stroud at 2 TDs. I don't think that's incredibly weird, but Pittsburgh defense is pretty good. Got Tank Dell at 4 catches. You got Cousins at more than 20 fantasy points, whatever, 19 and a half, I guess. You got Zach Moss finishing higher than 13 and a half fantasy points. Again, I don't hate this one, but except for Baker. I just hate Baker. And that because it's got a spice next to it, you got to hit Baker. You got to hit on it. So, but do that with what you may. Aiden O'Connell, I hope he gets 2 TDs. I think he's going to play well, so not so bad. Patrick Mahomes, 3 passing TDs against that Jets defense. I don't know. I'm not entirely sold. I also think it could very much happen. Very much happen. I like the Kittle-Purdy combo stack there. We like Noah Gray as Kelsey's back up. That's an interesting pick for two there. That's interesting. And then Derrick Henry, DeForest Buckner getting a sack higher than that's got a spicy add to it. We got McCaffrey, we got Purdy, and we got Henry lower than a touchdown. You know, it's all interesting, all very interesting. I'm not sold on any of them. I'm not tailing any of them, but I'm sharing them. I'm sharing them with y'all. Why not, right? Why not share what's going on there? All right, so that gave me no insight into what I should do with this Dolphins game. Absolutely none right here. Do we think Allen throws a pick? He's reckless with the ball, man. He's reckless with it. I think so, right? I think they're going to have to like try to catch up. Oh, now here they are. They're showing the dang Toy Story stuff here. That's an interesting bunch of stuff, isn't it? So I think he throws a pick. I think they're reckless. I think Allen's also going to have a pretty good game, but you know, I definitely think I could see that for sure. Got James Cook. I mean, they're going to want to run with Cook. They're going to want to do a lot. I definitely think Diggs has to score a touchdown, right? Like that's going to be an inevitability for sure. And then any other Dolphins that I'm a big fan of right there? I don't know. Yeah, I want to do some of the kicking stuff. I just don't know. That's a great question. See, I like the Waddle. I like Waddle getting him involved, right? Like I feel like him coming back and all the attention is going to be on Tyreek. You know, fantasy points. What do we get here? So we get half point PPR. So what do I see? I could see him getting 4 catches. That's 2 points for 50 yards. That's 7 points. So he's going to need a TD if he gets 4 and a TD. That's tough, man. Do we think he gets in the end zone? I mean, or I guess he could also have like a 10 for 100 right day. Like that is definitely possible. Yeah, I'm going to go with the 10 fantasy points. Let's do it. We're going to roll 10. And I know Old School Jay says insurance is a scam, but we're taking it anyway. We're taking the insurance. Why not? We're going to go ahead and share these picks, copy it out, and we're going to go ahead and drop them in here. The following picks are mine. Feel free to fade. There it is. All right, so now we've got the Dolphins game taken care of. Let's take a look at Cincinnati, Tennessee. We got Burrow on TDs. We got Burrow on yards. I don't love any of this stuff, especially with a solid Tennessee defense at home. I don't love any of them. Do I think he's going to take 3 sacks? A lot of damn sacks, man. A lot of sacks. I think they got to get Joe Mixon involved, right? Like they got to. Where's he been at as far as touchdowns go? No, 1 touchdown, and it was last week. I think they got to get him involved. I think they know it. So I like that a lot. I definitely like that a lot. I like the 7 catches for Chase. Where was he at with targets? He got 10.5 last week. He had 15 last week. Oh, yeah. I think I like this number a lot. I really do. I think they're going to throw it to him a lot. I do think they're going to throw it to him a lot. Unfortunately, I think they're going to throw it to him a lot. I do like the 6.5 kicking points for McPherson. I could see field goals here happening pretty easily. That's two field goals, extra point at 7. And kicking points I think is something that. So yeah, you had 4 field goals last week. That's crazy. And then so field goals of 50 plus, you get extra points. Yeah, I see it. I see it happening quite a bit. What do we got for Tannehill here? Tannehill, 62.7 completion percentage. This is hilarious. The over and unders of what you can do now is hilarious. Let's see here. We got Derrick Henry. We got. I like the lower than 12 fantasy points. I'll tell you that right now. That because if we don't think he's getting to an end zone, which it's possible, then this is lower than that. He's gonna bust my bet here, isn't he? He's gonna bust my bet. See, I hate taking lowers. I really do. What's his rushing attempts at? See, his attempts have been dwindling over the past like a long time, right? Like well, I guess he had 25 for 80. So maybe just maybe they forgot how to win. Like maybe the Tennessee has forgotten how to win because supposedly he's going to be on more of a timeshare and split carries and stuff like that. And if he's a volume back, right? Like if he doesn't touch the ball a lot, he's not going to do well. That's interesting. This is really, really interesting. I'm staying away from Derrick Henry. I don't like Derrick Henry at all. TJ Spears, I know nothing about this person. I know literally nothing other than they're supposed to be getting more work than what we thought, right? So again, 8 for 49. Yeah, I like this. I kind of like the rushing receiving yards combo from TJ Spears. I think this is the guy who's supposed to be like eaten into Derrick Henry, right? Like that's what's supposed to be happening here. No targets versus Cleveland. Maybe he was out, but 3 targets, 3 catches, 7 targets, 4 catches. I'm going to take the catches here. I'm going to take the receptions. Yeah, there we go. That's what I'm going to do. I don't love any of the thing that I see here. I don't love any of it. You know what? You know what I love even more? Because this guy's kind of an unknown. I like the kicking points here. I like this a lot. Like this is definitely possible. Only 3 points last week. That's unfortunate. That's okay. He's due for a big bounce back week. We'll take it. Share our picks. Go to Discord. Here we go. Boom. All right. So now then that is the Cincinnati-Tennessee game. Let's take a look at Washington versus Philadelphia. This is interesting. This is super interesting. They're going to be down. They were down big against Buffalo, and he only threw the ball 29 times. They were in it versus Denver. He threw it 39. They were playing Arizona, 31. Not a big fan of the going lower on the attempts. Not a big fan of it. Hate it, actually. 4 sacks versus Philly. Oh, shit. Is their line that bad? Like, are they really that bad? Howell, 190 yards against Buffalo's defense. And they're in Philadelphia. Oh, man, this one's tough, right? This one's just tough. They could be down quite a bit, give up a bunch of yards. What's he got for the rushing yards here? Rushing 18, 18, 13. So what's this, 14 and a half? Yeah, I mean, I think they need him. I think they need him to run. I think they do. In there, right, chat? I think they do. That's an interesting point of view there. Antonio Gibson. Yeah, not very many receiving yards. I think he has a bounce back week. I think he catches that. He doesn't really rush the ball a lot. He doesn't have a lot of attempts. Oh, man, that's an interesting 15 yards. Yeah, I think so. I think they're going to have to get him a screen or something like that. I do think they're going to have to get him going. Scary Terry's always done very well, I thought, against the Eagles. So I'm going to take the 5 catches here. You know what I'm going to take? I'm going to take the targets. I think they throw it to him a lot. I think he's only had 6 targets, man. This guy catches everything. What the hell are we doing? Throw the ball to him more. What the hell? Yeah. What the hell, man? Jalen Hurts, I like getting in the end zone. Yeah, with the little tush-push situation, I see that happening for sure. That's almost like a take money in the bank right there. That's almost like a money in the bank. And then I think they will get Swift his attempts. I really do. Man, he rushed for 130 yards against us. Jesus Christ. Jeez. Man, that's awful. 130 yards this guy had against us. I think they give him the ball 13 times for sure. I think they learned their lesson and they're gonna load him up. And then Brown, I think they give him some targets. How many targets did he have last week? 14 against us. Wow. 9 for 130 yards. Jeez. Is there anything we did right last week? Anything we did right? Yeah, I think they target him. Oh, can't be higher. You've reached the maximum of picks. Oh, yeah, I did. You're right. Okay. All right. Rock and roll. All right. Well, hey, that's another one I like. I like the eight targets for Brown. All right. We got the game coming back on. That's awesome. Let's do this and we'll drop this over here. Sorry, chat. All right, confirm, locked and loaded, share the picks. Let's see what happens here. Again, We're kind of in a good spot here. Collapse all. Oh, you got the ESPN crew out there. Laura Rutledge is reporting from the sidelines. Okay. We got live, and then Pick'em, and then what? They took away Grady Jarrett's sack? What are you talking about? He had a sack earlier. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. They took away his sack? Man, that's a kick in the teeth right there, dude. There goes Algier, though. Algier may get all 20 yards that we live bet on for the second half right there. Like, that's crazy. This is the second half right here. So we bet that Kirk would go over 5.5. He already did. Algier just got 17 rushing yards. Oh my gosh, he needs 4 more. Come on. Man, how we can take away that sack from Jarrett, dude? What are you talking about? What's going on here, man? Let's take a look. Where's the stats? Where is the statistical analysis of the game, please? Where's the box score? Where's the box score? What does not show it? Does not show the box score here? What's going on? Stats right here, right in front of me. Falcons defense. What's going on here? What happened here? Oh, that was who's number 7? Oh, that's Bijan. Oh, damn. So Falcons player defense. Grady Jarrett sack 0. No way. So I guess they gave it to David Onyemata, Bud Dupree, whoever. Oh man. I mean, I thought so when you looked at it. It didn't look like he had a sack, but hey, Bijan just took one for a while. Man, I'm not looking forward to them figuring out that he's a player before they come play us, man. We're gonna need a real run defense, an actual run defense, kind of like we had the first 2 weeks. I understand we got a lot of people hurt, man. A lot of people hurt. All right, we got to get going because it's gonna be like 1 o'clock before we get done picking all of our games here. So, all right, pick them. Collapse all. NFL, please. Yep, thank you. All right, so we've done that. Minnesota-Carolina game. Kirk Cousins. This is an interesting one. What do we like here out of Cousins? See, I like touchdowns with Cousins, but I don't see touchdowns on here. That's probably because Cousins got like 100 touchdowns this year. I do like the passing yards. I feel like Carolina's vulnerable to the pass, so I'm a big fan of that. Do we think Madison gets in the end zone again for the second time this? I don't know. I like Jefferson's 7 catches. Has he had a week under 7? No, 9. 7's been his lowest against the Chargers last week. He's going to get the targets. Like, they're going to force feed him the ball, so I like that a lot. I also like Addison with 40 or more yards. Feels like he's gotten 40 yards every single week, so that feels like a slam dunk play right there. Staying away from Hawk this week. Got Bryce Young. He's throwing a pick like in every game, right? No, he just threw 2 against Atlanta. His opening a week, and then second week they played New Orleans. He didn't play last week. Okay. So he's coming back. That's an interesting question. I don't know that I love that one. I like Thielen getting targets. I think they're going to target him a lot, right? 14 targets in Seattle, 9 New Orleans, 2. I think they're going to target him a lot, especially going against his old team. Something to be said about a little revenge game, Something to be said there. And then I definitely see Pinheiro getting some kicking points here. So I'll go ahead and call that one a wrap. Boom, boom, boom. Bijan getting nothing up the middle. Go ahead and drop that bad boy in there. All right, collapse all, and we're moving on to the Tampa New Orleans game. Oh man, this one's going to be rough, boys. This one's going to be rough. I think Baker's going to have to throw the ball because their run defense is real good. I just don't love it. I just don't love what's going to happen here. I've got faith. But man, oh man. Do I have faith? I really don't know. What's Baker's been at? He's been above 14 the last 2 weeks. Philadelphia really crushed us pretty bad. That was rough. He doesn't run the ball enough for me to trust the rushing yards here. Every once in a while he'll take off, but he's been efficient on completion percentage in the past. Even with 25 attempts, I feel like he was still more efficient last week with the completion percentage. Oh man, I'm staying away from Baker. Just staying away from Baker. I think I like the 5 catches, 6 catches from here. It's an interesting one. Very much an interesting one there. Not entirely sure what's happening. Oh, you got a TD pass to Drake London. Oh, is he out? Is he out? He didn't catch it? All right. That's interesting. 3rd and 9. Didn't catch it. Oh, no, he did catch it. Did he? I don't know what's going on here. They're all congratulating him like they got him. And then everyone else is like, no, he didn't catch it. Sure looks like he caught that to me. Yeah, that's a catch. That's a catch. Yeah, he got it. Touchdown Drake London, everybody. Touchdown Drake London. Oh, man, this is so difficult because I really want to be more positive about my team. I could definitely see 2 field goals. That's the first thing that I see that I really like right there. It's the first thing that I see that I like there. This is difficult, man. This hurts my heart. This hurts my heart because I really have to bet with my heart right here. Really have to bet with my heart. I really do. This is just because I don't know that any of this stuff's going to happen, and I hate the fucking Saints so much. Kamara, though, could definitely have... he's going to have fresh legs. They're going to be excited for him. Yeah, he always kills us in the pass game, like absolutely destroys us in the pass game. So, you know, the problem is, and I'm taking Derek Carr's lower here simply because I don't think he finishes the game. But that's, you know, that's the only reason why I took that one. Like, only reason why. You know, and I'm going to hope that Mike has a big day. I'm going to hope that he has a big day, right? I'm going to hope he has a touchdown. I'm going to hope, you know, I'm definitely going to hope. He's scored more than 10 in each of his first 3 games. No reason for me to think that he won't at least get a touchdown and 60 yards, right? I think that that's a fair assessment. We'll find out. We'll find out what happens. Again, Saints week's always tough, man. Saints week is always tough on the emotions, the emotional turmoil that goes in. A little tough. All right, we got Indy and the Rams. Okay. Oh, excuse me. Stafford, man, whew, not loving what I'm seeing in Stafford's picks on over-unders here. Definitely like this guy getting in the end zone. He's got a nose for the zone. 2 touchdowns from Stafford. How many times has he thrown 2? Not once this year. Not looking great. 24 completions though. How many completions? I wish we could see the completion numbers. I think. No, gonna stay away from Jefferson for sure. Puka Nacua 9 targets. So I think they got to go back to him, trying to get him some targets here. For sure. I think that definitely happens. Tutu Atwell finally had a decent showing last week. Total 15, 11, 14, so 9 fantasy points. I like the higher here. I do. He's averaging, 10 or more. I think I got to go with the averages. Really like it. Really liking it. And then we got Indianapolis here. Anthony Richardson. This one's interesting, man. He doesn't have a lot of rushing attempts, I don't think, but he does run the ball. He does run the ball. 47 rushing yards. That's interesting. Do I like the fantasy points? Last 2 fantasy points? Yeah, I don't know about that. I don't know about 20. That's a lot of fantasy points. Rams defense also not perfect, but 65 completion percentage. That's a high completion percentage. That one is interesting. This one's is interesting. I don't know about that. Right? Like he only had 10 attempts against Houston. I guess he did have 37 versus Jacksonville. So what did it mean? 20? I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm not loving it. I think that this is kind of high for a rookie. Maybe the Rams defense can come out and confuse somebody. Maybe. Or we can stick with a higher here and we can say that we're gonna say that he's gonna get a higher here. 45 yard. I think this went down. 45 and a half. I think that just went down. Right? Because people are on the lower here for sure. If people are on the lower, I bet, right? He's never run for that much. Yeah. That's what's going on. People are on the lower. I'm sticking with the lower at 45 and a half. especially after concussion protocol. They'll probably want to keep him on the sidelines. You know what I mean? They're gonna go. They're not gonna want him to run, or like first run of the game, he breaks a 50-yarder. I'm sure, right? That's what's gonna happen because why not? All right, Denver versus Chicago. Oh my God, do we have to bet on this? I just don't think there's going to be like any defense at all played here. So that's what we're going to go with. No defense at all being played here. I like Javonte Williams getting in there. I like Russell Wilson's yardage. Has he not had? Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure. For sure. I mean, they'll probably run the ball a bunch too, but yeah, the pass defense for the Bears is not very good. Not very good. So there's that. You got Will Lutz, Denver going at Chicago. Jerry Jeudy 6 targets. Let's see. What else do we like here, chat? What else do we like? I like the Cortland Sutton. I like the targets for sure, right? Targets 6-11. Yeah. I like the targets for sure. Right there. And then we got to say something positive about Justin Fields. We think he gets rushing yards. Like, is this the week that they're going to finally like unload him? I think they have to, right? I think they have to just say, you know what, Justin, you got to run the ball. You got to run the ball. So 55 total yards here. I like this. I don't hate this at all. I'm going to take it. I'm going to take the 55 yards because I think somebody needs to get it. Insured with booster special cannot be insured. Okay, here we go. All right. Well, this is the special play, the 55. Well, damn, I hit the button too quick. I should have just taken the 55.5 at the higher right here, right? I should have just taken it, and then I could have insured it. We did this last week, and I was a moron, or I am a moron. All right, we got Pittsburgh at Houston. Okay. Which ones do we like here? Which ones do we like here? Kenny Pickett? Nah, I'm not a big fan. Not a big fan of Pickett. Don't know what's going to happen with him. Not feeling it. I think Najee Harris might get lower than the 15 attempts. That's an interesting one. Or they try to force feed him. Hard to say. Jalen Warren also out here. I'm going to take the fantasy points because I think they're going to want to get him involved. He's gotten 6.5, 4.8, 4.3. I'm not going to take the fantasy points because that would be a challenge. That would be a challenge. All right, good. Not Ingram. We have that bet from before with Ingram. I should just double check. Totally curious to see if it busted our bet earlier with Ingram. Desmond Ridder, Calvin. Oh, it did. It did bust our bet. Ingram is already higher. Oh, no. He's still at 3. Great. That's great. It's good to see. It's good to see. Excellent. This is an interesting one. That's an interesting one. Okay. I'm staying away from Najee. Staying away from Pickett. I don't trust them. I think they're going to get Waylon more involved. I really do, right? I think they're going to get him more involved. 6, 8 touches, couple catches. I like the catches for Warren for sure. All right, we'll start it off with catches for Warren. Pickens, I think they're going to throw the ball to him a lot. His targets went down a little bit, but I think they're going to go up. I think they're going to go up with Pickens for sure. And then, see, this is an interesting one. 7 total kicking points. It's a lot of kicking points. Let's see what else we got. See what we got on the Houston side. So we got C.J. Stroud. We got Calais Campbell. Hey, let's get Grady Jarrett a sack here. Let's get Grady Jarrett, old Sackaroonie, right? Oh, man, let's get Grady Jarrett. Oh, maybe not. That's blown up in the backfield. That was a terrible play call by Jacksonville. Jacksonville looked like they were firmly in control of this game, and here come the Falcons. It's the 3rd and long, right at midfield. So we'll see. Got C.J. Stroud. I like C.J. Stroud to throw a touchdown for sure. Does he run the ball a lot? He's not a big rusher, right? No, not really. He scampers, gets out a little bit, this, that, and the other. Hasn't thrown a pick yet. He's due. He's due for a pick. I'm sorry, CJ. I don't mean to do that to you, but yeah, you're due. You're due, man. Dameon Pierce. How's his running the ball? How's his rushing been? Not great. The guy was a phenom last year, right? Phenomenal last year. Not great so far this year. So what do we got? We got him versus anybody? He's getting 7.5 rushing yards, more than Najee. And he's getting 3.5 total yards more than Najee. I don't hate it. I definitely don't hate it, but I don't love it either. Tank Dell, though, this guy, he's been getting targets, right? 4, then 10, then 7. Yeah, I think he's getting better as he goes. I like this a lot. Give me the targets. Give me the targets on him for sure. Pittsburgh may have him bottled up, but that doesn't mean that CJ won't try to force one to him, hence also getting a pick. Let's go. Our picks have synergy. I love it when they have synergy. Shaquille Griffin. I don't like anybody of these other ones here, so this is an interesting one. I think I'm going to go with the Dameon Pierce rival against Najee. This is an interesting one. Get 3.5 yards over Najee total yardage. See, I just think Houston's defense is not as good as Pittsburgh's. That's my problem. But 2 catches, right? Like 2 catches. You gotta have 3 the last 2 games. 2. Yeah, all right. Right on the nose, making it very difficult for us. Okay. See if there's anybody else that I like. Alex Highsmith getting a sack. Let's go with the defensive player. Why not? Like I just was touting how much I like their defense. So let's do it. Let's go with the defensive player right there. Rock and roll. Share the picks. Boom. Let's hope I've shared them all, right? Denver, Chicago, I did. Las Vegas. Here, we're on the O'Connell bus, so we got to go with them. I definitely think they're going to want to. I shouldn't say we're going to go with them. No, screw it. We're going to do that, and they're going to rush for 18 attempts, right? It's a little more than they did the last 2 weeks, but that's okay. Combined, but that's all right. That's fine. We're going to stick with it. We're definitely going to stick with it. Adams, we're also on his train too, but I think that's as much as we can go with on the Las Vegas side. The Chargers side, however, though, we're going to get after it. We're going to say Herbert throws for 280, right? Yeah, because he hasn't not thrown for. I mean, I guess it was only 228 in Miami, but I don't think Las Vegas' defense, especially on the outside, is all that wonderful. So this is interesting. So we got Quentin Johnson at 3 or more catches. I definitely think he's going to have to step up. I like Palmer on the catches as well. 5 catches, 4 catches here. I think a lot of this makes sense, although Palmer hasn't had 5 catches either. That's an interesting one. I don't know if I love that one. Yeah, we're all in everywhere else. So here we go. All right. So Falcons are back on offense, backed up deep in their own territory. 17-7 with 7:24 left to go in the third quarter. Handoff to Bijan, takes it kind of up the middle, picks up a couple. There's a flag on the play. Came from the backfield, or came from the secondary. Flag from the secondary. It's an interesting one. How much money are we losing this week? Vin, I don't know how much money are you losing this week. You tell me, my guy. You tell me how much money you're losing this week. I don't know. I'm not you. I ain't you. But so far, we'll probably have 300 in play. Well, 300 in play. I'm almost hit at 2,500. We're getting close. Oh, pass on the defense. Chop block is what it looks like. Oh, chop block on the offense, holding on the defense, offsetting penalties, replay the down. There we go. All right. So there's Chargers Vegas. Let's see here. Oh, this is interesting too. I think we get to Josh Dobbs in San Francisco. Not really my team, but yeah. Let's see. I think Dobbs will not be afraid to chuck it, right? They're going to give him the keys and they're going to let him throw it. Although that's more attempts than he's had all season long in any game. So I'm going to back that up a little bit. I'm staying away from it. I think they're going to try to run it with Connor a lot. I think they're going to try. Yeah, I think they got to try to rush it with Connor a lot. I don't think they're going to have much success, but I think they got to try. And then I do like I like targets for some of these folks, but there's no targets here. Okay. I could easily see Arizona getting 2 field goals. Easily see that happening. So we're going to go with that. We'll go 2 field goals. Got Brock Purdy. I don't know about that. We got a rushing touchdown for McCaffrey. I wish it was an anytime TD. I really do. That's interesting. 123 total yards is what his numbers are at. So he was lower, he was higher. So that's interesting. That's an interesting statistic. What has his carries been at? 20, 20, 18? Yeah, I don't know. So they said Debo was optimistic about playing. That's interesting. Brandon Ayuk. I didn't even know Debo was hurt. But I like Ayuk's fantasy points, and I also like Debo's fantasy points. Could easily see either one of them two getting into the end zone, or both of them getting in the end zone. And let's see here. And then I do like... I'm going to go with Purdy. I think I'm going to go with Purdy. What do we got? 234 passing? Yeah, I mean, 310 against the Giants. Yeah, 234 is probably a little high, but I'm gonna stick with it. I'm going to rock with it. I think Purdy does well here. I like Purdy here. Like we said, here we go. Oh, I think I missed the sharing of the picks, didn't I, last time? I missed the Chargers one, didn't I? That's okay. Can I go to live and see it or no? Pick 'em. Where is Smith Palmer? Can I share this one? No, this one doesn't have the share button, does it? It does not have a share button. Oh well. Do this. Drop it right in there, and then boom. Let's go back to pick 'em. We're at here. We've picked all these games. We got New England and Denver. Dallas, New England, Denver. Yeah, that would be great if Denver gets to play twice, right? You know, they probably won't feel like they need to catch up and play twice. Bijan, another big run by Bijan. That's an interesting thing. What do we got? Nothing for Bijan though, do we? We don't. Man, we really needed Grady Jarrett to have that sack, man. That would have been really great. That we prematurely celebrated, that's for sure. What's ETN at? 8 rushing attempts now. Well, he's gonna need a lot more rushing attempts out of here. But you never know. We'll see. Oops, went too far. Mac Jones, 212 passing yards. Is there a Mac Jones over under how many players he kicks in the balls today? I'd like to put that at higher than 1, right? Fucking Mac Jones, dirty ass player, man. Dirty player. We'll see here. Again, they don't care in New England as long as he wins football games. But versus Dallas, I think there's going to have some yardage to be hit. A-Chain or Fort? A-Chain, absolutely. A-Chain. I think A-Chain has big playability everywhere, left, right, up, down, back, forth. So I like him. I like him a lot. You're not going to get me to say anything else other than that. Absolutely, not even a question. Which means you should probably play Fort, but that's okay. If it's me, I'm dropping Ford for A-Chain. That's how steadfast I would be. I think they're going to get him more touches. I think Mostert's 31 years old, and if they want to save him, for any long stretch or something like that, he's got an injury history. Like, load up on the young guy who shows an immense amount of talent. Absolutely. Let's see. Do I like any of these other statistics here with this? I'm not. A Dallas defense is gonna be interesting. He threw for 316 against Philly, so 212, and they're on the road. I think they definitely throw it a lot. How about that? I think they throw it a ton. I think they throw it. Let's just say that. I definitely like them throwing the ball a lot there. Ezekiel, I could see them trying to give Zeke. I love it. I do. I'm a sucker for it, man. I'm a sucker for it. This is oh man, neck just feels like it needs to go. Yeah, I'm a sucker for the revenge games, man. Really am. I love to see it. I think even Bill knows it, so I like it. I like seeing him getting there, doing something with that. Oh, man, there's a lot of players to pick on the New England side. A lot of players to pick from on the New England side. Dak Prescott. Let's see. What do we got here? Even in a loss, threw 40 times for 249 yards. That is awful. What do I like here? What do I like? I think, did they get him? Did they sack him twice? They sack him twice, right? They sack him twice. Obviously, they get to him twice. That's it? Just twice? Yeah. Definitely. Pollard, do we think he gets in? I like the rushing total here, receiving total for Pollard, 122, 100. So it's been over 100. It's been 82 the first game. I think they need it. I think they absolutely have to have it, and Pollard's going to be their guy. I love the targets for CeeDee Lamb. He only had 7 targets against Arizona. Oh yeah, in practice he is like, hey, give me the rock. Oh yeah, I like that one a lot. I do. I like it a lot. Like it a lot. Go ahead and confirm that bad boy up. Share out the picks. Boom. Dropping them in Discord. Pick 2, Ford, Dell, Judy, Palmer. Oh, man. This one's tough, man. This one's tough. So, Ford, Dell, Judy, Palmer. Let's see. So, Palmer and Dell. So you don't know what's going to happen with the Ravens defense. Even though the Ravens defense is half injured, well, the Ravens team is just half injured in general. You never know. That's a division game. That one's I like Palmer. I like Palmer filling in. I think you have a more consistent chance of being good there. And I just think Dell's going to get opportunities. Like, yeah, Pittsburgh defense is very good, but I think Dell's going to get the opportunities. Judy or Sutton could have a big day. I think I went with I think both of them are going to have decent days. That's tough. It's tough. So maybe Judy 1, Palmer 2, Dell 3, Ford 4. Yeah, I can't trust those Cleveland running backs right now. You never know. Cleveland has one good game, and then they have a game where they don't show up. So that's my frustration with Cleveland, or would be my frustration with Cleveland had I was I a fan or anything like that with Cleveland. They seem very inconsistent right now. All right, jumping on to the late game, we got Patty Mahomes. Would you lean Dell if the guy you're playing is starting Stroud? Yeah, it's one of those weird things, man. Fantasy football doesn't have any defense, so you can try to be like strategic about that. Be like, oh well, this would be great, but what happens if Stroud gets like 3 rushing touchdowns, right, or something like that? It's just, I don't know that it really makes a difference. The hard part here is like, if he throws it to your guy, he's also getting points. Like, that's the hard part. It almost feels like it's a lose-lose in that scenario because, like, yeah, you want your guy to do well, but I almost sit him, in that scenario. There's probably some sort of analytics or strategy out there that would argue against me, but it just feels like in order for my guy to have a good day, his guy has to have a good day, right? So if I think my guy has a bad day, his guy could also have a bad day, and that's why I keep my guy on the bench. So it's one of those things that's like, if you're the QB, I think it's a win-win. If you're the other side, it's like, yeah. I mean, I guess you could get like a rushing touchdown, or you could get like a wide receiver pass or something, right? Like, there's so many things you could have happen, but the likelihood of your guy having a big day also means big day from the other guy too, or a big enough day. Like, even if you get 2 TDs and 120 yards, which is not unheard of, that means the other guy throws for 120 and throws for 2 TDs, especially if it's a 6 TD league out of your QBs. If it's only a 4 touchdown QB out of the QB, it's a little more even. But man, they just threw another pick. Oh no, it's 4th down. Okay, 4th down. Okay, whew. I just thought he threw another pick, but no, they're punting the ball away midfield. Okay, well, Falcons failed to score. That's okay. And we got Christian Kirk back to return because I think the returner's hurt. Fair catch at the 10, looks like. Fair at the 9-10. So hopefully that's helpful. That kind of gets through with what I'm thinking. I do not like these high, gigantic numbers for Patrick Mahomes. 276. I mean, he did throw for 272 against Chicago. 305 against Jacksonville. 226. I don't like it. I don't think 276 is a good number. I really don't. I don't like it. I like the rushing attempts here from Pacheco. I think they got to get him involved early and often, and I think they definitely got to get him going. Kelsey, however, do I like this? 10 targets? Where have we been at? 10 targets, a high number. I think they could be up, and they just don't have to throw it to him, a ton. We'll see. We'll see what other bets do I like out here. I don't like a lot in this game. I'm going to tail the Noah Gray 1.5 catches, right? So caught 3 the first 2 games, only 1 last week. I think they're going to get him involved. I really do. I think they're going to get him involved. Zach Wilson. Where's the Zach Wilson interceptions, man? That's what I wanted. 171 passing yards. Dude, it's hard to bet anything in a positive side for Zach Wilson, right? Like, is it even possible to bet positively for him? It can't be. 11 rushing attempts for Breece Hall. I mean, that's, you hope. He's had 1 good run in the entire year, and that's it. This one's tough. 6 rushing attempts for Dalvin Cook. They brought him in there not to use him whatsoever. So is there sacks taken for Zach Wilson? There is, 3.5. I bet you he's been sacked more than 3.5 times each game. And you got Chris Jones back there against that offensive line, man. I'm going with the higher. I think he gets sacked 4 times tonight. Let's see it. You got to throw it to Garrett Wilson a lot, right? Targeted 8, 9 times. Yeah, you got to throw it to him. I like the targets there. It may be less because everybody in the stadium is going to know. Is that Ingram? 17 is Ingram, isn't it? Come on, man. Come on, dude. Stop throwing it to Ingram. Oh, man, this is going to kill me. This is going to kill me. He's got 4 catches already. He's got 4 catches. That's it. We're done. Ingram, take a seat. Oh, man, that hurts. Rest up. Need you. Long season, Ingram. Long season, Ingram. Rest up. Let him know ankle's not feeling it. Let him know right there. Come on. Rest up, Ingram. Rest up. Come on, 17. Let's get to the bench. It's going to work. Is it going to work? Is my coaching going to work? What do y'all think? Zerline? 5? Yeah, I think they're going to score more than that. Oh, my gosh. Look at that. Hey, nice pass breakup. Don't let 17 catch the ball. Like it. What, we got a hole in the backfield, maybe? I guess we'll find out. Let's go ahead and do this one. And then we got a Monday night game to pick here, too. Let's see what we got. Share out the picks. Bada bing. Bada boom. Let's check it out right now. Let's see what we got. Sorry here. That's an interesting one. Christian McCaffrey. What are these rankings? You can like save your players here. These are in the drafts. Oh, okay, gotcha. Yeah. If we're going to do like one of those little best ball drafts. Yeah. Live, daily. Let's get back to it. Pick 'em. Here we go. No. Pick 'em. NFL. Collapse all. And let's get down to the Seahawks-Giants game. This is an interesting one. Seahawks-Giants game. What do we got for Geno? Giants defense can be had against Carolina. Okay, they ran the ball a lot in Carolina, it looks like. I'm going to go with the passing yards. I think they pass it. I don't know about TDs. I don't know what's going to happen there. I like Kenneth Walker. If they're going to score, I think he's got to get in the end zone for sure. I don't know which of these receivers is going to have a big day. You never know. You got JSN. I think they're going to want to get him involved because they're going to need him. But I also like this a lot. I can see a couple field goals happening up there for sure. It's in New York. Seattle's on the road. They never play great on the road. West Coast team traveling East Coast. Hard to say. The rushing yards for Danny Dimes, it's funny. Didn't run him a lot over here. Feels like he should kind of be running the ball if they're going to want to win the game. So I'm going to go the higher on the rushing yards for sure. Waller, they got to get Waller involved too, right? Like you got to get him down the field. He's never had. Oh no, he had 76 against Arizona. He had 36 and 20. 47 is a lot of yards. Let's go with the points. I think he's going to get the points. I think I like 50 yards. Maybe 5 catches, 50 yards. What's that? 7.5 points. I guess he's going to have to get a TD. He's going to have to get in there. I guess that's tough. And then Graham Gano at 6.5. I like it. Again, what happened here? Oh, I already have max number. Okay, all right. Well, hey, Gano at 7 kicking points is a number that I like too. Let's go ahead and share that up there too. Boom, boom, boom. All righty, everybody. Well, hey, thanks for hanging in there. Thanks for listening to me yell and scream about the game. Remember, everybody, if you're out there and you're running up these bets, bet responsibly. Do what you can. As a quick reminder, if you're not in the Discord, feel free, hop on in, follow along, do all the things. There's a link to the Discord right there. Would love to see you in there. Drop your picks in there. Let me know what you like, what you're fading, what you're tailing, all the stuff. All the things, let me know. And then from here on out, man, have a wonderful Sunday. Unless you happen to be a Saints, Falcons, or Panthers fan, hopefully your team loses today, and we'll continue on. Other than that, y'all be well. Take care. Peace.